Have you ever heard of a lost city built on a coral reef in the middle of the Pacific Ocean? It sounds like something straight out of a fantasy novel, but it's real. Today, we're journeying to the remote island of Pohnpei in Micronesia to uncover the secrets of Nanmadol, the Venice of the Pacific. This incredible ancient city, built on 92 artificial islets, has puzzled historians and archaeologists for centuries. How was it built? Why was it built? And what happened to the people who lived there? Get ready, because we're about to dive deep into one of the world's most enigmatic archaeological wonders. Let's set the scene. We're on the eastern shore of Pohnpei, a lush volcanic island thousands of miles from any major continent. Here, nestled in a shallow lagoon, lies the sprawling complex of Nanmadol. The name itself means spaces between, a perfect description for this network of man-made islands connected by canals. This isn't just a few huts. We're talking about a massive city constructed from colossal basalt logs, some weighing up to 50 tons. Imagine for a moment the sheer scale of this undertaking. The total weight of the black rock used is estimated at 750,000 metric tons. To put that in perspective, that's more than 1.5 times the weight of the Empire State Building's steel frame. And all this was built without wheels, without metal tools, and without pulleys. It truly boggles the mind. So, who were these master builders? According to local legend, the city was founded by two sorcerer brothers, Olasipa and Alasipa, who arrived from a mythical land called Kut. They were said to have used magic to levitate the massive basalt stones into place, making the birds and dragons do their bidding. They searched the island for the perfect spot and finally settled on this reef, where they built an altar to worship their god of agriculture. After Alasipa's death, Alosipa became the first Sodeler, the absolute ruler of Pohnpei. Thus began the Sodeler dynasty, a line of powerful, and sometimes tyrannical, kings who ruled from this magnificent stone city for over 1,000 years, from around 500 AD to 1628 AD. For the Sodeler rulers, Nanmadol was the ultimate symbol of power. It was the political and religious center of their kingdom. The city was divided into two main sectors. The lower part, Madolpao, was the administrative and ceremonial heart, while the upper part, Madolpa, was where the priests lived and where the most important rituals, including burials, took place. The king, the Sodeler, lived in complete isolation on a dedicated island, revered as a living god. The nobility and priests also resided within the stone walls, separated from the common people who lived on the main island of Pohnpei. These commoners were responsible for providing food and tribute to the elite living in the city. Imagine the daily procession of canoes, bringing fish, yams, and breadfruit through the canals to feed the city's inhabitants. Nanmadol wasn't just a collection of buildings. It was the engine of a highly stratified society. Now, let's talk about the burning question. How did they actually build it? While the legends of levitating stones are fascinating, archaeologists have a more down-to-earth explanation, though it's no less impressive. The basalt logs were quarried from the other side of Pohnpei. These are prismatic basalt columns formed naturally when volcanic lava cools. The builders would likely have used fire and water to crack these giant columns from the rock face. Then came the monumental task of transportation. The most likely theory is that they used a system of rafts and levers. They could have floated these massive logs, some as long as 25 feet, on huge bamboo rafts during high tide, and maneuvered them along the coast to the construction site. Once there, they would have built earthen and coral ramps to painstakingly roll and lever the stones into their final position, stacking them in a crisscross pattern like a giant log cabin. It was an incredible feat of engineering and human labor, requiring generations of effort and a deep understanding of physics and natural forces. But why go to all that trouble? Why build a city on a reef, far from the fertile land where food could be grown? This is one of Nanmadol's greatest mysteries. One theory suggests it was a strategic defensive move, creating a fortress that was easily defendable from the sea. Another theory focuses on the power dynamics. By centralizing the elite class in one location, the Sodeler could better control the population and consolidate their power. Living on these artificial islands made them completely dependent on the tribute from the commoners on the main island. It was a physical manifestation of the social order. Some even suggest that the specific location was chosen for its spiritual significance, a place where the veil between the physical and spirit worlds was thin. It was a place for kings to commune with gods. So what led to the downfall of this powerful dynasty and the abandonment of their great city? The oral history of Pompeii tells us about the arrival of a warrior named Isaac. He came from the island of Khosré, another major power in the region. The legend says Isakilical was a demigod, born from a god and a human woman from the Sodalar clan, and he was destined to overthrow the increasingly oppressive Sodalar rulers. The last Sodalar king was said to be particularly cruel, and his people were suffering. Isakilical gathered an army and invaded Pompeii, eventually defeating the Sodalar forces in a great battle. He established a new system of governance, the non-warchi system, which divided power among several chiefs and is still in place today. After the fall of the Sodalar, non-Medel lost its political and religious importance. The new chiefs chose to live among their people on the main island, and over time, the great stone city was gradually abandoned. Left to the mercy of the jungle and the sea, for centuries, Nan-Madol was largely forgotten by the outside world, known only to the people of Pompeii, who held it as a sacred and sometimes feared place. It wasn't until the 19th century that European explorers and whalers stumbled upon it, bringing tales of a mysterious ruined city in the Pacific. They could unbelieve that a so-called primitive society could have accomplished such a feat of engineering, leading to all sorts of wild theories. Some claimed it was a remnant of the lost continent of Mu or Lemuria, a mythical land that supposedly sank beneath the waves. Others, like H.P. Lovecraft, were inspired by its eerie grandeur and used it as a basis for his fictional sunken city of Laa, home to the cosmic entity Cthulhu. While these theories make for great stories, they dismiss the incredible ingenuity and skill of the Pohnpeian people. Today, Nan-Madol is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized for its outstanding universal value, but it's a site in peril. Rising sea levels, storm surges, and the relentless growth of mangrove forests threaten to reclaim the stone structures. The canals are choked with silt, and the walls are crumbling. It's a race against time for archaeologists and conservationists to study and preserve what's left of this Pacific marvel before it disappears completely. Visiting Nan-Madol is a humbling experience. Walking through the silent moss-covered walls, you can almost hear the echoes of the past, the chanting of priests, the paddling of canoes, the commands of a powerful king. It's a powerful reminder of a lost civilization and a testament to the incredible things humans can achieve with vision, cooperation, and sheer determination. So, the next time you think about the great wonders of the ancient world, don't just picture the pyramids of Egypt or the Great Wall of China. Remember Nan-Madol, the mysterious city of stone built on a coral reef by seafaring people with incredible knowledge of engineering and a powerful connection to their environment. Its secrets may never be fully uncovered, and that's part of its enduring magic. It stands as a silent, majestic monument to a chapter of human history that we are only just beginning to understand. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey to the Venice of the Pacific. What do you think is the biggest mystery of Nan-Madol? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more incredible and mysterious places, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We have so many more adventures to share with you. Until next time, stay curious.